So Georgia also has a big game on Saturday. It travels north of the Mason-Dixon line for the first time in about half a century, getting ready to go play Notre Dame. But you know the story here. We talked about it yesterday. Georgia will do so without its presumed starting quarterback from the beginning of the season. Jacob Eason, sprained knee. He won't play. In his place, Jake Fromm, a very popular freshman with Georgia fans, but a guy that is still just a freshman. Is this young man ready for this big stage on Saturday? Well, Kirby Smart says he certainly brings a lot of intangible qualities to the table. Here's how he described his quarterback Fromm when he spoke to the media on Monday.
Jake is he's a gamer. I mean, he's just a kid that grew up around the game. I mean, I look at him and compare him to what would be a coach's son, a football junkie. He likes it. He loves being around it. He's always cheering and fired up out there. I mean, every time he makes a good throw or good play in practice, he's jacked up, and he's as excited for the kid who made the play as he is himself. I mean, it's a defensive coach at times. You watch him do it, and you see him cheering, and you think like he's rubbing it in. That's just who he is, and he really is passionate about the game, and he can't let his emotions get in the way for him, because for him it's just an excitement. He's just been that kind of way. He's real competitive.
So you heard about every football cliche you can get. He's a gamer. He's a coach on the field.
He's a film junkie.
Yeah. You heard all of that description from Kirby and talking about Jake Fromm. Now, someone who's at least pays close attention to the Georgia program, it seems like some of this may be more than cliches. A lot of this may actually be true about Jake Fromm, but he is still just a freshman, no matter how much his legend may have grown here over the last couple of days. Can Georgia go and win at Notre Dame with a freshman quarterback?
I think they can. Obviously Jake Fromm played a little bit last weekend, and I don't think the situation was too big for him last weekend. I think that he showed up obviously against probably an inferior opponent. You're going to see a lot more talent and speed on Notre Dame's defense than you did against App State last week. But I think Georgia is better suited for this situation than probably any other SEC team. When you look at their situation with Jake Fromm, who is known as being a film junkie, and all the cliches you want to, they're all cliches until he gets on the football field. And I think you really saw it start to play out that nobody panicked on the Georgia sideline. Everybody looked at Jake Fromm, looked in his eyes, and knew that he was ready for that moment. I mentioned it yesterday. I thought he looked on time. I thought his ball looked crisp. I thought he was not in shock. He knew where to go with the football, knew how to disperse it. And now he gets an entire week to prepare. I think it was important that Kirby Smart didn't say Jacob Eason's a game-time decision. Yeah. Go ahead and give Jake Fromm the start. Let him prepare all week as a starter like you want him to be there, and let him understand that this is his opportunity to go out and show what he's about. I think that Georgia was very well suited for this type of situation.
So here's